Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. It has been so cold. I have been crafting inside in my dining room where I still have an art desk and on the couch. I'm also recovering from whatever virus was going around, which is one of the big reasons that you haven't seen me on my channel. It's not COVID, it's not the flu. We were kind of in a group of people because of musicianship and playing and being out that all got this, and the ones who tested negative for both. So anyway, I'm glad to be feeling better, and I'm gonna make some carrot and orange juice here, and I just thought I would speak to you and maybe we can hang out. I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna get my oranges and carrots. So I have a lot to catch everybody up on. I have continued to craft some. Now I will tell you, whatever this virus was, I did nothing but sleep for about 5 days, and that is no joke. Jason and I both had it. He was a little bit ahead of me because he was exposed first with the group that he was playing with. But yeah, it was no fun, no picnic. But I did, as my energy started to come back, I've been working in one of my trash journals. I love it so much, so I'm going to catch you up with that. I just about finished with my December journal, and that's good because tomorrow is the last day. Is that right? Yeah, tomorrow is the last day of 2022. Carrots. So I'm excited to show you that. I've continued to work some in my art journal. We've done so much at work at the Scrap Exchange. We've been working in the gallery, which is, there's employee art hanging there. I think I told you that was going to happen, so I should do a little walkthrough and show you what it looks like. Turned out great. Employee art, family of employees, and things that we, have just found, and donations that are very cool, and, things like that. These will go in the compost. And now for the oranges. You can leave the pith or the white part if you're going to use a juicer. It's got health benefits. Hey everybody, fast forward a day, and today is Saturday. It is the last day of 2022. I'm out in the workshop. It's raining outside. I wanted to show you my December journal. It's complete. I've done everything I'm going to do to it, or with it, or in it. I'm so glad to be recording a video for you because I hope that recording a video in the last day of 2022 brings good omens for plenty of videos in 2023. 2022 was sort of a rough year. It could have been worse, but I've definitely been thrown off track more than once. Okay, let's look at the journal. Okay, you've seen this journal already. It's got beautiful charms on the outside. Not all those who wander are lost. I love that. We've got an M. My daughter's name starts with an M. The beautiful cross. These are just inexpensive charms that I have found in broken jewelry and just picked up here and there. There's a pretty butterfly pin on the front. I love all the layers of fabric and this upholstery trim. So getting inside, I tell you, I had a big pocket in the front, and I've really enjoyed being able to keep all of these pens and brushes and markers right in the front of this journal, especially because it has been so cold this last part of December. I've not been able to come out to the workshop like I wanted to. But now we're going to take these out because this journal is going on the shelf. I love this. I think this saying right here, the first step in crafting the life you want is to get rid of everything you don't. That is going to be a huge theme for me in 2023. Just turning the pages. I do use my journal sort of like almost like a notebook I carry around. I put to-do list in here. I make notes about my shop, about my channel. This is a fun little place to tuck notes. I put a brad through this piece of paper and then just taped down this little bit of cord to hold it shut. There's like a little private note under there. I did sew lace all through this journal on every single page just because I think it fills it out. I was able to use up some materials that I had. These are just some images from a little music book that I had out here. So I wrote on this page, the years go quickly. Don't wait another day to create the life you want to have. Get rid of things you don't use and don't need. Pay attention to your inner voice, your inner child. Sometimes she knows what's best. Be gentle with yourself and with others. I do love that, and sometimes I get so caught up in negative thoughts, especially because of my past experience with an abusive marriage and losing a lot of things, having to move. I have a hard time trusting. I recently wrote something on my blog about that. In fact, I put a lot of posts on my blog over the last few days because, again, it was cold outside and I've not been feeling well. I feel great now, but I ended up getting sick for over a week. I'll tell you more about that, but let's keep looking at the journal. Here's a Happy New Year postcard. I love this because it's a North Carolina card, and the person who wrote it, her name was Jewel C. My grandmother's name was Jewel, and her maiden name started with C. This is too early in history to have been hers, but I still like it. It's just a pretty little card. It's got some wear on the corner. And underneath here, there was a to-do list and things that I needed to take care of. And then same under here. It's nice in a journal, especially if you have a channel, to have some private places to write. That way you can show your journal and still hide those things that you don't really want to share with the world. Just some stenciling there with some new stenciling I bought, some new stencils I bought. And then we've got some collage here, little pieces of washi tape with the clothespins. I think they're cute. I never did put anything over here, but it's okay. I'm done with this one. This was one night sitting on the couch. We've got the winter wind blows, and she says, brr, all of this wind blowing in. What good is the warmth of summer without the cold of winter to give it sweetness? And that felt pretty timely when it was in the just one single digits outside, and we couldn't get out and enjoy anything, so we stayed inside. There's some more collage. I really thought I would do more on top of this, but it's fine the way it is. Beautiful napkin there. And then I like sometimes to have these crinkly sheer pages in between pages that I work on. I just doodled this image of our hearth when I was sitting on the couch not feeling well one night. And I do have a little thing on the hearth or the mantle that says home is where the heart is. And I have a large family picture with some of my family members. And we had a good laugh over these little stick drawings. They're reminiscent of the actual people in the photo, but definitely just stick drawings, nothing fancy. And I love this. That's from a calendar that I found. It was outdated, but it had all of these beautiful sewing images in it. I love that. And then there's a little doodle from one night sitting on the couch. I had quite a few of those nights lately. Honestly, it's been a lot, and I'll tell you more about it. Here is a pretty Christmas postcard. Heartiest good wishes for a Merry Christmas. And I think that's a reproduction. It's definitely based on a very old one, but it does appear to be a reproduction, maybe from the 80s. Here I wrote, unfortunately, I was sick for Christmas and so forth. And then the center, there's a page from that calendar. So beautiful. I love these Victorian images, the stripes here, the lace on the sleeves, the old treadle sewing machine. Just absolutely love that. 2022 has been quite the year. Michaela broke her leg May 31st and had surgery. We took a family beach trip in September, hopefully the first of many. Dead tree and backyard finally fell. Went back to work at the scrap exchange. I sang at Dennis and Ann's wedding. So those were some hallmark things. And honestly, Michaela's leg, I've droned on and on about it, but that turned me upside down. And her and Jacob, we're all fine. We're truly all fine. But it was a lot. It made me question and think about a lot of things. Goodbye 2022. Here's just some words I came across that I wanted to apply to my life and my business in the upcoming year. Enthusiasm, adventure, advancement, energy, hard work, prosperity, and then this word abundance. I love this. I have met someone recently, a girlfriend and also a coworker, who just has this. That's like her theme in dealing with things. Like, we want to come from a place of abundance and being able to share and to give to others and not be afraid to let go of things when they will bless others. And honestly, seeing the fruit of her spirit, that she's living that, and you can see these material things coming to shape that are just part of her beautiful attitude. So I definitely want to move forward with that. I love this quote. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a manner that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. So just a little part of a Christmas bag. That was a gift bag. Love this old Currier and Ives lithograph or drawing, painting. It's called The Irish Beauty from the 1800s. And then this was a piece of handmade paper from a card. I definitely did not make that, but it's got all of these beautiful petals and leaves on here. And I just wanted to hang on to that. This paper looks like something I might have done out here, but it's a piece of scrapbook paper. I love all of these like rings and coffee stains. And then this library card says the 12 Days of Christmas, English folk song. Thought I would just tuck that in there and keep it. I'm just a sucker for these old stamps, the holiday stamps, and a lot of like nonprofits and organizations used to send those out. Really pretty vintage ones here. They say holiday greetings. Let's see, this is National Wildlife Federation. So yeah, these different groups would send them out. My word for 2023 is deliberate. I've already written that down, and hopefully I can really bring that to life in 2023. Here's just a little stamp that I bought recently. This is an individually crafted work of art. Any smudges, splotches, or other irregularities are intentional and do not diminish the quality of this piece in any way. I really love that. In the coming year, spend more time with Mom and Andy. That's my sister, one of my sisters. So, and maybe I'll talk about that sometime. I really only grew up with one sister, but I also have a half sister who I love dearly. And we just never get to see each other. But my mom and Andy, we love to get together and drink coffee and shop. So that's the scrapbook paper with the coffee. And then this last page, 2022 will soon be over. New year, bright and shiny. And again, just more doodling, sitting on the couch. Here's a little card from Yonder in Hillsboro last night. That's where Jason played last night, and he was absolutely amazing. Here's another postcard, reproduction, I think. Christmas greetings. And here we are at the very last. I love to bring trash into my journals, and that was from some sparkling French lemonade. Had a pocket on the back. I didn't really use it. It's time to take this out. I have a little planner for 2023, 2024. I use this. That's from the Dollar Tree. I think I bought it at the scrap exchange though. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out of there. There was a big to-do list written on an envelope and just some paper to cover that up, and something I printed out for myself. Big clip on the back to hold that in place. And that's my December journal. It's the end of 2022. And honestly, I am so grateful for those of you who have been hanging in there while I have not been able to get on YouTube and do videos. You know, I always put out a lot of content in the past. That was one of the things that I loved about my business. Getting on here, meeting people, sharing things that I made, you know, talking and interacting with all of you. But then the thing with Michaela's leg, that just turned us upside down in a big way. And there's something about momentum. When you're really into a groove of doing something, your life sort of like builds up around it, and it has become a priority, and you know how to fit it in, and you don't really even think twice about it. You just think, I got to do that today. And when you lose that momentum, in fact, so I didn't read this going through, maybe I wasn't meant to. Build momentum by accumulating small successes. I'm going to have to do that to get back into the groove. When Michaela broke her leg, it took so much time from my regular schedule and Jacob, her fiance, his regular schedule. And we had to be there for her. That was not anything we grumbled about. It wasn't what I considered an option. It's something I wanted to do, but little by little, I got away from the daily uploading of videos, and I would be so tired, and somehow I lost some enthusiasm. Then in addition to that, I went back to work at the Scrap Exchange, my beloved Scrap Exchange. I love that place so much, and now I'm there 40 hours a week, and I just need to learn to let that momentum and energy flow into the channel. I have access to so many more creative inspirations and materials, and just, you know, my whole life is creative now, and I love that. But I want to get more of that back on the channel. So that is my goal for 2023. And I really appreciate those of you who have been hanging in there, believing me when I say that I'm going to be here. Michaela's going to be helping me. That's definitely in the works. It's just taking us some time to iron out all the details and about getting sick. So I was so excited to have a couple of weeks off of work, and I thought, going to do all these things with my channel. And then this virus started with some of Jason's bandmates. Then Jason got it, then I got it, and I promise you, whatever this is, that some of the bandmates tested negative for COVID and the flu. So it's just a virus. But honestly, I did nothing but sleep for like 6 days. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to do anything. All I wanted to do was sleep. No appetite, fever, chills. I'm all better now. And it felt so good to go out last night and listen to Jason play and be around everybody and almost bring in the new year. Well, not quite to New Year's Eve. Well, we are today, but we weren't last night. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm really looking forward to 2023. I hope everyone has a prosperous, healthy new year and all year long 2023 with everything that you want to accomplish and just blessings, abundance, everything. So I love all of you. I really appreciate having you here. Hope that you will like this video if you like the content, and please subscribe if you haven't. I promise I'm going to be here in 2023.